Hey everybody, welcome back. It's the Mac, and welcome back to the channel here. And the continuation here of the Operational Art of War 4 from Matrix Games. So I've made an introductory video, and this is actually going to be a let's play. I'm going to pick one of the many scenarios here, and it actually took me quite a while to find something to play, because, man, there are some huge scenarios here. And I'm still very much a rookie in this game. I don't know much, and you will see that in this Let's Play. It's going to be a learning experience for me too, to actually, learn the game. So it's probably going to be quite a slow Let's Play for you guys who are wanting it to be fast action and me duking it out and whooping the computer's ass. Will probably be disappointed. It's probably going to be me that's going to get defeated in this, because I still don't know all the rules in the game. But I'm going to take my time and be a bit meticulous and explore new things and have a look. Trying to have a learning experience here, because this is actually seems to be a very great game with a lot of depths, and it definitely has got some potential, this game. It's, as I explained in my previous video, it takes some time probably to get into this game, but once you sort of understand it and work with the flow, it's probably going to be a really great war game. So all right, so let's see here. I'm gonna go new game here. Yeah, so okay, so as I said, you have warfare from the early 19th century up to modern day, which is good, because there's something for everybody, I guess. So I'm gonna stick with World War II for this, my first Let's Play of this game. I'm probably gonna do a couple here. I'm gonna probably explore the musket and pike ages, and maybe do something modern as well, because it's definitely a system that I want to learn. And when I'm playing this game, if you guys are watching this who are like experts in this game and know it by heart, please leave the comments and feedback and stuff, and maybe explain some things that I'm having trouble to understand. It'll be great learning experiences for me and for everybody else who's watching this, because I'm definitely going to be needing it. All right, so we're going to look at the West Front here. I found something. I mean, there's so much here. It's crazy. But I did find something that I think would be good to play. I mean, there's a lot of... I've seen a few clips out there on YouTube. People have been playing a lot of the... one more thing. The game is ranked... I mean, the scenarios is ranked in complexity. So I read somewhere in a forum that somebody tried to explain this, because it's not only... I mean, it has many variables to calculate the complexity of the scenario. I think it's number of units, its map size, and it's also the time span of the scenario, basically. I mean, all those factors play part in the complexity calculation there. So it's sort of confusing there. And what I really would have liked in this folder system would be that all the scenarios would actually be in sort of a ranked in complexity order, so it would be easier to find it. There are some... I did actually find a good Excel file that somebody wrote on the Matrix for... No, I can't remember it. I'll show it in the next video, because I don't have it up on my screen. But it's sort of ranking all the scenarios that comes with the core game in complexity order, which is great, because then you can sort of follow that list and easily find something that you probably can handle in a couple of hours or days. Right, enough about that. Right, so have a look at this, man. Operation Northwind. This is interesting. I have never actually played any war game depicting this sort of last offensive on the west, on the Western Front. It was an offensive right after... It was actually during the Battle of the Bulge as well. And this was like because a huge part of the American front army, I think it was the 7th Army, actually moved up to defeat the Germans that was going on in the Ardennes offensive, and it sort of left that gap there around about Strasbourg sort of weakly defended, and the Germans actually strangely enough, I don't know how they actually managed to get all those troops they had the last couple of months of the war. It was nuts. I mean, they used them in these pointless counterattacks and operations actually to try to win the war when it was completely, I mean, it was futile. But I mean, if they would have spent all those units and forces and in a defensive war, I think the Allies would have had a really hard time to actually enter Germany itself. But they flung these forces against overwhelming firepower from the Allies, both in artillery and air force, and they were basically slaughtered. And they didn't have enough resources for driving all these big armored formations around, like fuel and oil and stuff was already in shortage. Right, so this is U.S. Army versus German Army. Complexity is 5.55, so it's kind of a smaller scenario, but it's quite big actually. Map is 42 times 26. Their date is the operations sort of kicked off there the evening of the morning of the 1st of January 1945. It lasted to about the 20th of January when basically all was lost. So a hex is 2.5 kilometers. So these are important things. I'm actually going to make some notes here because, 2.5 clicks, because it's going to be hard once you're in the game to sort of grasp the space, I think. I mean, we've been playing Wargame Design Studio games like Panzer campaigns and squad battles and panzer battles a lot, and those sort of rangers are sort of etched in your mind now, but they can fluctuate quite a bit in these scenarios. I know this is, I mean, and as you see, a turn is actually a whole day here, so that's important to consider. It's not 2 hours as it is in Panzer campaigns. So it's actually a whole day has passed. So units, there's 78/93 there, 48 events. Yeah, I don't know if I actually explained that in the previous video, but that's sort of scripted things that show up that can be quite fun to read actually once the battle progresses there. So Operation Northwind there, the last German offensive on the Western Front. Right? Designer is Jack Cood, and it says there's a version for Operation World War III as well. You can play it PBM, play by email, and the German is actually programmed and the US is programmed. So this is cool. You can play either side versus the computer there. So it's the 1st of January 1945. It's the Alsace-Lorraine, 2.5 clicks there. Time scale full day. Unit scale is regimental. So this is important too. It's regimental size, so it's quite big formations moving around. 20 turns, that seems doable. And they have the colors there so you can keep track of that. There's special events. U.S. side, so the 36th Infantry Division will be released from Army Reserve only if the German advance far enough into the low Vosges. Okay, so that's for the American side there. Headquarter units are built with command group, and support squad structures are vulnerable. I'm not sure if I understand that. Headquarter units are built with command group and support squad structure and are vulnerable. Okay. Theater recon is reduced if field artillery observation battalion is destroyed. Okay. Infantry units have replacement priority. Storms are possible mid-scenario. Strategic bias may improve late in the scenario. Okay. Strategic bias may improve late in scenario. So I guess if you're playing the Americans, they will get, because many troops were actually, once the Allies realized this attack, they sort of actually, the Battle of Bulge was already almost over by then, and they sort of quickly moved those forces back to reinforce this sector. But they actually were delayed, I read somewhere, quite a bit, and they actually arrived sort of late to the party there, but I think it was already basically decided there. The Germans had lost steam in the attack there. All right, what's on the German side? The 21st Panzer and 25th Panzergrenadier will only be released from Army Reserve if the assault proceeds far enough. Okay. Infantry units are replacement priority. SS units have enhanced replacement priorities. Okay. Headquarter units have been built with command groups and support squad structure. So that's the same there. Instant victory is achieved if Petit Pierre is occupied. Okay, that's good to know. Petit Pierre. Actually, I think I have access to this in the game as well. Okay, strategic bias is set to aggressive. Okay, not sure about that. Yeah, so once the Great Battle of the North in the forest of Ardennes began to falter, the German High Command awakened to the necessity and opportunity of attacking elements of the 7th Army in Alsace-Lorraine. They knew that the 7th Army was spread thin due to Patton's 3rd Army wheeling north to attack Army Group B. This created a difficult situation for the General Patch and his 7th Army troopers. They were ordered by Schaeff to fall back to defensible positions and dig in. This in itself tipped the Germans to the drastic turn of momentum. Intelligence reports and aggressive patrolling confirmed that Corps General Hayslip and 11th Corps General Brooks were having to adjust their positions to now cover an area previously held by the full armies. Okay. Army Group G developed the original plan for the Northwind, but Hitler reviewed it and made significant alterations. The final version was called for 3 corps, something X said C blah blah blah, to launch a 2-pronged assault through the heart of the low Vosges, as well as down the Saar River Valley. The ultimate goal was to break through the thin U.S. lines and link up with units advancing through Colmar Pocket. Yeah, there was a separate operation there to go and seize Strasbourg there. If this link up were to occur, it would mean that the entire 7th Army was trapped. It would also mean the retaking of the key French city Strasbourg, only recently liberated by the Allies. It was hoped that the fall of Strasbourg would cause the provisional French government to collapse and create the time needed to improve Westphal defenses and bring to bear the new wonder weapons. Okay. The other major objective was to create such a panic that Schaeff would order the 3rd Army to return south to stem the breach in Alsace-Lorraine. This would dramatically improve the chances that the Ardennes offensive would continue and achieve its original objectives. A stalemate that developed into a ceasefire would give the Reich time to regroup and rearm. Okay. OKH committed 6 Volksgrenadier divisions, 1936, 256, 257, 361, and 559. The 7th SS Panzergrenadier Division, Gotz von Berlichen, and the 6th SS Gebirgsdivision, Division Nord. So Gebirg, I think that's a mountain division, being held in reserve should a breakthrough occur with the 21st Panzer Division and the 25th Panzergrenadier Division. They were positioned such that they could respond to either of the 2 assaults should one succeed in opening up the path of the Savarna Gap. Okay. To maintain utmost secrecy, too late, Ultra had already identified the general plans. Okay, this was a major problem for the German army all along there. Army Group G ordered that only minimal patrolling occur and no artillery barrages was to support the initial assaults. Yikes, okay. 7th Army was already in process of preparing defensive positions. These were not well received by the men who had already fought so hard and shed so much blood to now have to pull out that same ground. Pull out of that same ground. Okay, they knew that in their near future, more of their blood would be spent regaining that same patch of earth. Yeah, Jesus, a long text here. Most of the horsepower of the 7th was situated in the Saar River Valley near Saragemines and Rimling. This was the other sector of the Corps and its 44th and 100th Infantry Division. The far side of the Low Vosges was covered by 6th Corps and its 45th Division. In the mountainous middle, General Brooks situated an ad hoc group identified as Task Force Huddleston. It was made up of the patchwork of units mostly from the 14th Armored Division and was regiment equivalent. Okay, it was thinly spread on the mountain roads near Bitch to Philipsburg. It was hopes that any attack through this area could at least be slowed down until reinforcements could arrive. All right. Thus, the stage was set for the grueling battle that would bear no success for either side except in substantial combat casualties. Yet it was huge casualties in this. I think the Germans lost almost 25,000 wounded and dead, and the Allies lost something like 16,000. It was pretty bloody. This scenario is dedicated to the memory of PFC Charles B, Brad, Kuhn, Battery A, 3rd something Corps. All right. Locamus. All right. All right. I want to be the Germans, man. I can see if I pull it off. Which is going to be crazy because since I'm such a rookie in this game, and this is probably going to be one hell of a hard fight for the Germans to pull off. It's still going to be fun, though, to see how it goes. So I'm going to try it out, man. German Army. No, okay. So this is the tricky thing here. You got to go U.S. Okay, it says U.S. Army computer versus human player selected. Okay. Welcome to the optional rules. Well, they're usually scripted. I'm just going to check this. All right, everything is on here, it looks like. I'm just going to leave it there on default, man. And I don't want to mess around with those too much. What's this? Documents. I don't think there are any documents for this. No. All right, let's go. Let's kick it off, man. All right, here we go. Begin turn. German Army, turn 1. 1st of January, 1945. Begin. Oh, yeah. Okay, situation briefing here. Calendar. There's a current place German Army. We're there. This game should end on turn 20. Approximate turns remaining 20. Full day, man. Yeah, we know this. Max rounds per battle, 99. Okay, looks good here, I guess. Division of improved road. Divisor of improved road 1. Okay, naval attrition there. Okay, we don't have any navals. So what does this mean here? Condense the situation report. Let's move on. Force. All right, our overall force proficiency is 70%, which is, I guess, decent considering. Our force supply stockpile is level 20. That's pretty bad. Supply enhancements due to force transport assets sharing is 7. Not sure what that is. Enemy interdiction reduces our supply capability by 0. Our effective supply capability is 36. Yeah. No special weapons. No. We got theater. Our theater recurrence capability is 18. It's pretty bad. Rail destruction there, air shock level, victory. Okay, here we go. Enemy held objective value 250. Enemy loss penalty 0. Friendly held objective value 100. Friendly loss penalty 0. Yeah, we haven't taken in casualties. Okay, our victory level is minus 150. Okay, yeah, because they got 250 points. We only got 100 there of 350. This is a significant defeat. Yeah. Right, so what do we need here? Total on-map objectives are 350 there. Yeah, draw when less than or equal to 70. All right, marginal. So to get a significant victory, we need 140, or to get that overwhelming victory, we need 210. All right. Go back to the calendar there. All right. January 1st, Operation Northwind commences. All right, here we are, man. Zoom out a bit. Yeah, so it's a pretty nice map. I'm just going to see how far I can zoom out. Well, if you can read this, you don't need glasses, I guess. Let's get back in the... let's leave it here so we can have a look at a big view here. All right, so here we are, man. So here are my divisions, I guess. Here are the objectives. So I don't know a lot of this actual operation, how far the Germans actually got, and so, but I do know, I mean, we do know from the description that we're doing a two-pronged attack, so I guess these 3 divisions here will sort of strike down here, and these 4 divisions we have here are going to be sort of taking it down here, I guess. Maybe hit down the middle there. Wasn't it? I think it was here that they said that they had this some American forces to slow down the movement through these woods here. Okay, we're going to see that. Right. Another thing about this battle was that the Germans, man, crazily enough, managed to scramble about 1,000 planes in the Luftwaffe to support this attack, which is kind of crazy considering they were had no air power at all at this time. But I think about 1,000 planes. Actually, I read that. I mean, the general discussion is that it's about 1,000 planes, but actually it was something around 650 aircraft. It's still a lot. And what they did, they actually used those to attack Allied airfields, and they managed to destroy quite a lot, actually, of the planes on the ground. They were quite successful, even though they lost quite a few planes themselves. But they actually destroyed quite a bit of, and it was kind of a panic in the Allies there, because in a couple of days, I think the Germans actually were not harassed that badly by the constant air power of the Allies. So in a couple of days, but I guess the Allies had an overwhelming number of planes on standby. So they moved in reinforcements, and then they sort of regained that initiative. And it was pretty bad weather, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to try that button out right now. I'm just going to see. Okay, so it looks actually there's some cover here and stuff. Okay, enough about that. Let's see. Wow, there's a lot to go through here. As I said, this is probably going to be kind of a slow let's play, since I don't know much about the rules. Well, I do know some, but okay. All right, what do we got here? Okay, what's way in the back here? We got the SS Corps. This looks like a major headquarters there for the. So I'm actually, when I press this, there should be sort of who does that command? I mean, if I press this headquarters, they are part of the same division here. But I guess that's the overall command of this whole group. Should be. We got another big German army. Yeah, so the 3 X's. Okay, that's a corps, right? That means corps. Yeah, I'm kind of rusty on this. I think 3 dashes is a regiment. 2 is battalion. 1 is a company in size there. What about 1X? Is that a division? No, it's brigade, right? X is brigade, and 2 X's is a division. Okay. All right. We got another headquarters here. It's probably part of this. So they are my main headquarters here. Okay. So look at these guys. What's in here? So they have flak vehicles, anti-tank squads, like support squads, armored cars, motorcycles, engineers. Not that much, just 2 squads there. Half tracks, this command group, and trucks. All right. Okay, they ready for orders there. They don't have any. Okay, so the deployment is mobile. Okay, we got limit losses. What's this? Okay, here we go. So this is order of battle. Yeah, this is important here. Okay, how does this work? This is headquarters there. So are they like in charge of these guys then? Okay, so that's that headquarters there. Okay. Okay. All right, so look at our first division here from the far left. What do we got here? What's this? This is the 19th Volksgrenadier Division there, man. Okay. What's going on here? What do they got? This is the headquarters here. Ready for orders. 3 attack, 3 defend. Good movement there, 33 movement. Yeah, so this is the headquarters. The reconnaissance 50% is pretty good. Engineering, okay. There's some light anti-tank squads there, some armored cars, motorcycles, some machine guns, some support squads. Just 1 squad of engineers. Some flak, heavy machine guns, and the command group there. Okay. Okay, here we go. Right, this is what you press. Yeah, so he's in charge of these. That whole division there. Okay, let's have a look here. What if I press this again? Did I press a star? Yeah, okay. Independent. Advance. Defend. Attack. Secure. Screen. Independent. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to read up on that. Actually, they went over that in the tutorial, but I've sort of forgotten it now. What's this? Right, yeah, well, that was the order of battle there. Okay, whatever. We'll learn as long as we go here. Okay, let's have a look at the first division, man. All right, so general rules of war. When I'm looking at this game, what I'm thinking is, like any war game, you got to go by the number. You got to go reconnaissance first, of course. You got to find your enemy. You got to look what your artillery assets are. Maybe use that. Then move your infantry for the kill. And surround and do it that way. Yeah, we do have air power as well. Mustn't forget how to handle my air power. Okay, so this must be my air. We have quite a few squadrons over here. Now I'm not sure how that actually works. What's this? All right, here we go. Air unit report. Okay, we got 5 squadrons at our disposal here. 5 air squadrons. Okay, so 2 of them have been set on air superiority, and 3 is interdiction. Okay, interdiction. Yeah, I guess that's good. I mean, we gotta have to look at these. Okay, what they are. What's in the first squadron here? Yeah, these are fighter aircrafts for sure. The ME-109. They can carry light bomb loads and stuff, but they're mainly fighters. Take out. So they're air superiority there. Yep. What about the second? How do I get? Can I like jump to that? Yeah, I got it here. All right. The second squadron is fighters as well. It's on 12 planes there. Okay. So they are set on air superiority, which is good. We want to switch maybe to combat support as we go along and find the enemy and stuff. But they can stay on air superiority. What about the third squadron here? They must be bombers, I guess. Whoa, shit! I just moved something. Oh shit! I think you can redo moves. Undo. Okay. Yeah, the third squadron is here. Junkers. Yeah, these are bombers. That's good. I mean, I want to bomb the airfields, man. How do I do that? I mean, that's what they did. They bombed the airfields. Look at this. Yeah, man. I could put some bomb. I could bomb the enemy here. I guess. Not sure how it works. We want to take out the fleet. Not sure if you can actually just do it like that. I mean, I can bomb anything I want here. Is that how it works? I'm not sure. Let's put some sound on here. We want to have some we can have some battle sounds. Why not? Okay. The music is not. It's just mostly irritating. Okay. I'm not sure how that works. It says interdiction. That might mean that they actually automatically would bomb the airfields, perhaps. Could be. So let's just leave air for now. Might be making a big mistake, but I don't know. All right, let's go back to the 19th Volksgrenadier Division. Okay, what's their plan here? Right, what do we got? We got a headquarters. We have 2 regiments of infantry. the 73rd and the 74th. We have a battalion of engineers. Yep, and we have a battalion of anti-tank battalion there, and we have a field artillery regiment. Okay, so okay, what are these guys? Well, right off the bat, we can see that they have 13 attack and 16 defense. Okay, so I still haven't figured out why it says plus 10 there. Could that be that they get a bonus or something if they're like in command range or something? Not sure. Okay, there's 65% readiness, proficiency, and 100 supplies and all that. So that's good. Everything is looking fine. Like that. Alright, so let's have a look at one of these regiments then. They got some machine gun anti-tank squads there, rifles, some machine guns, heavy anti-tank, light anti-tank, heavy machine guns, light guns. Range is 0, so reconnaissance 44. Got heavy mortars. Yeah, so we can't bombard any hex away. The range is 0. Okay. I guess this should be the same setup here. You got trucks and horses. Right, what about these engineers? So look at these guys. Just squads with mortars and horses there. Okay, so they're not that great. The engineering is great. They're definitely not a fighting unit. They got pretty low values there. Okay, what about this? Well, here we go. We got an anti-tank battalion here. We got Hetzers and Sturmgeschütz. Oh, those 42 ones with the... okay, so they're probably pretty good. Flak and some medium anti-tank guns, I guess. Trucks, alright. That's good. Anti-armor 8, not the best. Okay. What's this? This looks good. Oh yeah, this is my artillery here. Alright. So they have a range of 5. They have... so I guess not all the guns have that range. Maybe the 100 and... These have maybe 3 hexes. No, the 105s probably have the biggest range. Yeah, 5 hexes range. And the heavy guns had 3 hexes. And these only have... Okay, but they have 3 hexes on those 75 guns as well. Okay, so within 3 hexes would be good we can utilize the full artillery there. All right, let's look at the map, man. Right, so movement is quite straightforward there. So they're all set to. Let's have a look. They have limit losses. Yeah, what's in this reconnaissance unit? It's a Fusiliers. Jeez, 4% reconnaissance? That is terrible. They have anti-tank guns, small squads here, 12 rifle squads there. Heavy MG, some mortars. Man, reconnaissance is 4%. That is really bad. I mean, my infantry regiments have better, 44. All right. So where are their position? Their position is what it looks by some field, a field. It's cropland. What's this? Muddy. Okay, we don't want to go there. Some railroad here. Okay, we're gonna have there's a river running through there. So that's gonna cost us exit to move through there. All right, where are we going? So this division here, we're going to be going down. There's something over here. What's this? Bicycle? Okay. We can spot some units here. Okay, so that's a regiment there. These are battalion of tanks over here. Got motorized anti-tanks, armored cavalry, task force. There's a regiment. These guys are in some Looks like to be some sort of reinforced hex here. Is it a fort? They're in town. Urban. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So, a good thumb rule I read somewhere is to not spend all your movement. Because, yeah, we got our turns. I mean, these sort of, not turns, yeah, I guess they are turns in a round or something, or rounds, 10 rounds to be spent. So movement is a factor. If you keep moving, it's going to take time. So you want to plan this good, I guess. Let's see. Okay, we got a reconnaissance. They can move in there. Let's do a let's move down here. Okay, got railroad there. They got 12 movement points left. Can we like try and sneak around here somewhere? What's this? Okay, we got woods here. This is bad. It's light woods though. I mean, we could try and sort of move this division, sort of just trying to circle here. We've got something over here, something bicycle. Not sure what that is. We could try that. There's probably going to be enemies here. Let's move this reconnaissance. Right, so this is the 36. Well, it's probably the same setup there. Yeah, they got the same values. They have a field regiment there, artillery. Okay, so they don't. Yeah, they do have this anti-tank battalion as well. Hetzers and Stugs. Got engineers. Yeah, this could be the case if they blow up bridges and stuff, I guess. What's this? Yeah, the field. Right, let's see what's going on. Let's move this down one. Okay, they haven't spotted anything. Maybe we can move into town, see if it's defended. All right, it's defended. What do we got? We've got a regiment in here and an anti-tank battalion, I guess, here. Anti-tank. Okay. And infantry. All right, let's focus on the 19th here. Let's move down. It's actually, yeah, let's not mix the divisions up. There's two there, okay. This is probably going to cost, looks like marsh. Yeah, it is. Let's get this regiment over here, maybe. Four movement points, okay. Okay, they do have quite a lot. They have 28 movement points. It's quite a lot. All right, let's get those engineers. Let's hold on a minute. What's this? This with the tanks and stuff. All right, so I guess this means the stacking limit. If it's yellow, it's beginning to get overstacked, and if it turns red, the hex is overstacked. So let's just get this down. Let's get the headquarters down. Looks like we can have the engineers there as well. Okay, we need our artillery. Okay, so they're moving down, man. All right, let's try that attack. Let's see if we can get this division to move down here and see what's going on. So let's keep moving the reconnaissance forward a bit. We used about 8 movement points now. Okay. I guess we could put, see there, yeah, you lose attack and defense. This is probably depicted that see, they lose readiness and supplies as they're moving, of course. Yeah, all right, so that's a factor to keep in mind. Sure, let's get them in there. Let's get the engineers behind. Okay, did I have any artillery support in the... No, there's no artillery support in the headquarters there. Okay, let's just get them down there. I want to have these somewhat in the front here. This is a good anti-tank. Maybe get them into there. It's going to cost a heck of a lot of movement points, though. So this artillery can actually barrage here. We could use it as a support for the attack on this town. 1, 2, 3. They got 32 movement points. There could be a tactical reserve. Okay, I'm not sure about that. Let's just wait there. Okay, so they moved. All right, we've got the 36 moving down. All right, so they already did some reconnaissance there. Okay, we got roads here. What's this? This is a town. Bleisbruck. All right, so we want to attack, man. I think speed is of the essence here. We got 20 days to pull this off, and we do have quite a bit to go. So we should probably set ourselves up for an attack straight away. All right, let's get one regiment. Hold on, what's this? Yeah. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use the Fusiliers here. We do have some mortars. Range 0. Okay, decisions to be made. I guess I should move them in there. Let's get this regiment moving, sort of do an attack from here, maybe. Could be stuff down here. Let's get this regiment here. Okay. This is my anti-tank. We haven't seen any armor yet. Okay, so that's going to be quite an overstack there. I guess I could use them as a tactical reserve. They got 6 versus anti-personnel. I guess they could be good to use, but it's going to be overstacked. I'm not sure what kind of factor that plays. Okay, but he's got anti-tank there. It's probably not the best to move in there. Let's actually move them down here. What's this? Okay, this is my artillery, man. 1, 2, 3. I think the artillery is about the same here. Yeah, we got howitzers. We got range 5 there. Yeah, so let's get them into within 3 hexes at least. I guess we could place them here. 1, 2, 3. They could fire from here. So well, I could maybe put them there. Sure. We're gonna get our headquarters close by. Let's get them in, they can move into those woods there. The engineers can stay with them. Okay, looking good. So we're doing some preliminary moves here. Yeah, so when I'm getting the hang of this, it's probably going to speed up. All right, just for fun, I'm going to see if I double click here. What's going on here? Combat planner there. Okay, we cannot use any support? Why not? What's this? That is the German Army 36 Volksgrenadier Division. So they can't use their own artillery? Why not? It says the regiment is available, but there's a cross. We have the 19th can fire as well, and we have something else. Okay. What's this? We have Werfers. I think I'm going to use them with these guys. Okay, here we have a shitload of artillery support. Look at that. We got noble werfers and stuff, man. Okay. I'm going to be using them with them. I guess the SS will just go straight down here and attack. These guys will try and occupy bitch. And these guys... This doesn't look like ideal country to move through, actually. It's going to be tough to take this. It's like heavy woods and stuff. Forest. Yeah. Wow. All right. I'm gonna end the video here, or they're gonna be too long. And I'm gonna pick up the action in the next area and start moving the rest of the units. Wow. This is probably gonna take some time, but it's gonna be fun to learn mechanics and how the flow of the game is. So I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna pick it up in the next. So have a good one.